So today we're going to be taking a look at makeup that we already own. And we're going to be talking about the importance of shopping your stash and how do we resist the newness that's coming. If that sounds good to you and you'd like to join us, if you would hit the subscribe button and ring the bell if you enjoy yourself, that would be great. Also, anybody who gives me a thumbs up is really helping my channel. So thank you for that. I don't even know what I want to call it. Before you're about to be blown over with a whole lot of newness, because it's just all coming at you right now. It's February. We have a lot of time still from now until summer, and I know everybody's breaking out the spring makeup, so I did a little bit of a springier look with things that I have, with things that I own, with things that are comparable to a lot of the things that I've seen. So, if you would like to shop your stash a little bit better this season, we're going to talk about that today. So, I hope that you'll join us and stay for the ride. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. I am so glad you're here today. I am putting on nothing new. We're going to talk all the new releases today. I am going to put some makeup on first because I just want to put it out there that we own a lot of really beautiful things. I was seeing a lot of these new primers from big designer brands going on. And honestly, I don't get it. It's like when this stuff comes out, do people like just think that just because it's new, it's better? I started thinking about it. I mean, I get when it's like something new, something innovative, something exciting, or a color that you've been waiting for, that kind of thing. But the thing I'm talking about right now is this kind of thing. This is the Say Beauty. This is the Glowy Super Gel. I know a lot of people have this. I think it's $20-something. Let's check it out on Sephora and just be sure. Say Beauty has some really great things, and I think we tend to associate a lot of them with summertime. Glowy Super Gels, you can get a mini for $16 to try out, and you can get the big one for $28. This comes in 2 shades. This one is called Star Glow. And when my skin is just not looking its best, we're going to look at this side of my hand because I have something else on. When it's not looking its best, I can put this on underneath my makeup and get a really nice glow going, no matter what time of the year. And it just is a very pretty, doesn't settle in lines, feels like water breaking on the skin. It's nice and hydrating, and I don't see why you need anything else besides this, especially because they have a second color called Sun Glow. So for those of you that are looking to bronze things up, all you need is a little of this. And honestly, I have put this on at the beach before because I just look so pasty. And it just gives the skin a really pretty, believable, bronzy feeling with that water break feeling on the skin. Everything just feels really soft. I'm not getting any settling in lines. I am probably mix these a little bit today just because I want to be able to show you both. I'm going to put one on one side, one on the other, and then I'll just do the opposite to even myself out. So this is the lighter color. And it's literally the easiest thing to put on. Gives my skin a really nice glow. I can put it up here. It doesn't ball up. It doesn't get weird. you know how some things are that you put on underneath foundation. And if you want to look a little bit tan, you go this direction and warm up the skin and also hydrate it. Just that really nice feeling that you get when you just have a little bit of color. I mean, like, especially right now in February. Ugh, I just feel so blah. All right, so now I got to go the other direction. Otherwise, I'm going to look crazy. We're just going to put a little of this here. And I love these. I love that they're, you know, for cleaner beauty. I love that I already own them and I don't need to sit there and freak out about a primer because, to be honest, I don't wear primers that often. It's really not like what I'm using these for usually. Usually it's just for some glow. You could put this on top of makeup. You can put it under makeup. It's pretty on the body. All right, we look fairly evened out there. Let me zoom out. Sorry about that. So it's glowy without being robotic, which I enjoy because I don't enjoy the robotic look. But the brands that shall be nameless are putting out these glowy things, and you probably already own some glowy stuff. If you don't own glowy stuff like this, another thing that I like to do, these Chanel Balms. This is hopefully sculpting. It is a very wonderful product. Most people put it on top of makeup. I like putting this under makeup for a glow, which means you have a lot of colors that you can be putting on. I'm going to show you what I mean. So even though some of the primers that you might be finding have colors in them, I think we have a lot of balm sticks, a lot of glowy, cream, blushy kinds of things. I'm going to even use one of these called Golden Light to further enhance this underpainting of tanning that we're doing, kind of. Gosh, I needed this bad. Like when you see it on, you're like, whoa, I really needed that. All right, so let's blend these out. I'm going to go with the blushy one first, and a little highlight right here. Now I'm going to go into the bronze, give myself a little definition. And again, I haven't even put on foundation. This is all just going underneath to show you that you don't even have to pick and choose what color. You don't have to get another colored highlighter, and it doesn't have to say primer on it either. You can easily look through cream products and give yourself the kind of glow and things that they are showing you right now. Obviously, if I was like leaving the house, it would do further than just my neck and a little bit on my chest, but you get the idea. This is not new. This is not anything like that. In fact, I'm going to use Summer Fridays today because it is so lightweight and really things show through beautifully. And I'm going to show you how lovely this is over some creamy or liquidy feeling highlight or glow. And this just so easily, you can just pat it on just to like even things out, and you can still see the pretty, beautiful sticks or balms or creams or whatever you've put on underneath there. And it's just going to make it that much easier for you to put makeup on and need less makeup. Now, obviously, this doesn't do under eyes. So I am still testing out the Prism Libre color corrector in Peach. That light would have been handy a few minutes ago, but remember that you're trying to keep it just where you're like showing darkness. Otherwise, it all starts to kind of look alike. We're going to let that hang out for a second. Anytime the season changes and new foundations come out, we tend to have like amnesia of what is in our collections. I don't know if it's selective amnesia because it feels better because that's what we want, or it's just been so darn long that you're on to like 5 other things since then, and you have to pull it back in and actually use it. So just to show you, because I know with a lot of these, you can go back in and intensify whatever glow you're doing, whatever color glow you're doing. Let's get this blended out real quick. I just like it to warm up just a little bit. And I'm using my Angie Hot and Flashy. Shocker. Best concealer brush in the universe. Look at how much the color corrector does. I mean, I am exhausted. I don't know what is going on with me these days. I am having the hardest time sleeping. And left to like my own, I guess, clock, I probably do better not waking up early. My husband's like a real morning person. I don't think I've ever been a morning person. I really don't. I mean, obviously when I was a teacher, I figured out how to act like a morning person because the kids were so great in the morning. Mornings were always best. So this is just like putting on the rosy one that you're seeing out there, except for I'm putting it over with a stick. Let's get a little bit more tan because I am just so pasty right now. I think we'll do a little here. Usually when you get sun, it sort of goes across your face like this. I'm just gonna put some of this up here, bronze things up a bit. I know that I have spots showing, and I know that my complexion is not perfect. We're not going for that today, but I will take any stick that you have that's a concealer. This happens to be the Tom Ford Soft Matte Traceless Concealer, which I like it. I like it a lot, but it's not the only game in town. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and just on the places where my pigmentation bothers me the most, all I'm doing is going around as fast as I can to just touch up just these areas. I'll go back and blend it again. I just want to get it on there. Boy, my sun damage lately, I am going to really need to put the pedal to the metal here and try to start getting rid of some of this before it gets real nice out again. I just did so many years of laying in the sun that I think at this point it's just sort of a moot point. But I stopped going in the sun like that. I stopped laying out. Even on vacation, I'm under a tree reading my book, having a drink. It's just me all the time. This is all I'm going to cover up today. I want to make sure this doesn't crease. I'm going to pat this out. I'm going to put a little bit of the concealer. I really don't need a lot. The color corrector did a lot of things for me. So glowy, jelly, primery, highlightery things. Go through your highlighters. I bet you own something pearly. I bet you own something pinky. I bet you own something peachy. I bet you own something bronzy. We all do. Everybody's got stuff that you were excited about, that you like really, really wanted. I gotta get the peachy people in here. All right, this is dragé, so peachy enough. Okay. Now I got the pink, the peach, the bronze, the kind of milky color, and I think we're doing okay. I think we could probably live with the wonderful things that we've already bought and get them used up, and then you can decide what you want to replace it with. But like all this like, oh my God, I have to buy it, I have to buy it, I have to buy it, it's going to be gone stuff. I can't. No more. Can't do it anymore. I think we all need to, I think everybody knew, and everybody that is in this community, which obviously is all of you, we all knew we had way too much eyeshadow. I mean, I've got enough eyeshadow here to do everybody in my neighborhood for the next 30 years, and nobody would have to wear the same thing twice. It's just bizarre. What I want to also tell you is that it is a very good time right now to go through your lip products. I have never seen my entire life more ads and more people talking about like the sneak peeks of lipstick. I cannot believe how many lipsticks we are going to have. We have new Hermes. We have new Chanel coming. We have new Tom Ford coming. Dior just launched all of their lips. I have a bunch of lips in here. Some of them are glossy. Some of them are lipsticks from Prada and Isamaya. I have some from Linda Hallberg that I wanted to share with you. So we're probably going to do a few of those, but I just want to kind of get on here and say, you don't need new stuff just because it's new. Like, you gotta go and take stock of what you have. So what I'm suggesting, and this is just, I'm using a Victoria Beckham crayon as my primer today just to get something on quick. It's a very good time to go through your lip products, give them a little smell. The smell test for me is like, if it smells like Play-Doh, it's gone. Like, you know that it's gone off. And I would especially look at your lipsticks that are labeled, quote, clean. And, you know, you don't want to put something expired on your face, let alone on your mouth where you're going to be eating it, or on your eyes where it can be really, really irritating. These sticks have turned out to be such a little wonder. Love them. Okay, so I pulled out a couple like old palettes, nothing new. And I was thinking about these Chantecaille duos because they're really, and I don't feel like they're as expensive as their other stuff. I could be wrong, and maybe I just have like a completely warped sense of price when it comes to Chantecaille, but I'm going to look. They have all those glittery, pretty ones that I always want to buy, and they're just, I can't. It's like they're so expensive. They want me to look at their sea turtles, and they won't let me look at anything else. You know, you try to do something, and it's like you just can't do it. Okay, they're $64 for two. I think they've gone up. Or maybe I felt like $64 was, I think this went up. I feel like these were less. Do you guys feel like that? I don't get it. Okay, well, my point was I was looking first at the Victoria Beckham. I love that her collection this time was kind of like, here's a lip gloss, and if you have been buying my products, you already have what you need. Wow. So this is called Chiffon, and this is the color that she is showing. All of these lid lusters are spectacular. They're all beautiful. They're all reflective in different ways. There are a bunch of colors of these. I will do a full face of Victoria Beckham at some point, just using the products that I have. I'm hearing a lot of shop my stash. People really want to use their collections. So I think you have to think about fresh ways of wearing them. So I'm going in here with the brush first, and I'm just going to kind of tap this. Probably making a huge mistake by not using my finger, but kind of wanted to get this to attach to the stick shadow that I used. And I am like completely out of frame because I'm going to be doing, I'm going to need this side, so let me turn this a little bit. Make this a little easier for you guys. Like I shot in front of the mirror that wasn't, that was really good. All right, so I literally just kind of like put this all over the lid. And it's shiny, it's shimmery, but it's daytime and it's lightweight. And it doesn't make such a huge fuss. It's not super sparkly. It's just sort of pretty. You put this on with your bronzer and have that just be it. It's pretty. Use my finger just to get a little bit more pigmentation here. I want a little bit more shine. But I'm glad I did what I did because I sort of like evened out the surface and I don't have to worry about anything getting like stuck now. I can just use my fingers at will to get a really pretty look. So what do you think of that? I think it's beautiful. Beautiful. Chiffon. Chiffon, you're still looking good. I bet you have some really pretty little eyeshadows that you haven't pulled out in a while. Pull out two that you've been ignoring, that are in a drawer that you remember buying because you loved it. This is really pretty. I need a crease. I'm just going to use like a peach and a brown. You can use any peach and brown eyeshadow that you have. This is not like you have to use the one that I'm using because that goes against the whole purpose of what we're doing here. Now we're going to find out if this is going to be okay for a crease color because it does have like a little bit of luminescence, which doesn't bother me. I like a luminous matte sometimes, especially like if my skin is dry and I just want, I don't know, like if I'm in like a winter doldrum kind of a mood, I just feel like shine and sparkle are most welcome. Anything to like cheer us all up for the fact that it's like, I feel like it's like the 73rd day of February right now. But on the good side, when we were going to dinner the other night, I looked at the clock. It said, my mother-in-law was in town. We went to go eat early. And we were going to the restaurant, and it was 5:46. And it was still a little sunlight. So that was like exciting. All right, so all I did was I created a little bit of shape here, kind of went across a little bit to make it look as though the eyelids that are coming down are pushed back so they're not super prominent. Now I'm going to take my finger, and you can use any light peachy color. And I am just going to put this in the middle of my lid just to have a little spring hope. I'm hoping for spring. Okay. Let's get a little liner here. I'm just going to go under with this brown shade. Just give me a little, I don't know, I'm liking like this lived-in look kind of like underneath my eyes lately. And bonus, you can cover up some of your discoloration, wrinkles, and other things if you do that. I'm going to go up here and just kind of pull this out a little. Take a little of the peach to blend it out. You know, we're going for like quick, fast, good makeup here. So I think we've done that. These are awesome. You can buy them on sale all the time. They look great on mature lids. But we're not talking about that today. So I'm not even going to tempt you. I am going to take a little bit of velvet. Just this like pretty green color. And I am just going to pull this out ever so slightly here. Making sure that when my eye is open, I can see a little bit of it peeking through. This is this like gorgeous green color. Oh, I love her shadows. They are just a different level of sophistication when it comes to a really fun, you know, kind of glitter that doesn't accentuate texture. It doesn't make your texture look more textured. I'm having a very hard time right now, and I'm working on trying to figure out how to use the shadows that I bought from a certain company, and they make my eyes look like I'm 100. And I don't know how to stop it. Okay, I almost forgot that I wanted to show you the glitter puck. I'm not really sure what possessed me to buy this, other than the fact that I watched Euphoria and the makeup artist from the show started her own line. And all I heard about for months and months was this glitter puck. I have not used it. I think I used it once. So I'm pulling it out. It comes in this jar. You've got to keep this little thing on here. There's like a dampness to it. And this is what is inside. And when I tell you that you need the tiniest amount, like where you're literally just sort of dry rubbing, where it doesn't feel wet, it just like completely upped the look. Like new level, fun, sparkly. So there we go. There's your one thing that you need to go dig out of your drawer is what sparkly shadow is just sitting doing nothing and you bought it before all these other spring and summer shadows come out. What are you hiding in your drawers? What did you think maybe you put all the summer stuff, spring stuff? Gotta bring it back out. Put it out, and then you'll use it. So I've turned into like a glitter queen here. That's nothing new. This is, as you guys know, I have a blush wardrobe from all of the blushes that I own from Phytosurgeons. And there were some blushes that came out today, which I bought because I know you guys are going to want to see them. However, as a normal person without a channel, I think I could probably survive on this. You have your own blushes, your own powder blushes, your own cream blushes. I'm just going to pick one of these today to wear that's just going to kind of like make me happy. We're going to go with Smolder. This is Smolder. Now, remember, these colors are really, really nuanced. So this is like a burnt, like apricot maybe? Boy, this glitter is, you got to be careful. It goes everywhere. I'm just going to dab a little of this on here because we already did some underpainting. I think this is just like a pretty peachy, but not too light peachy color for right now. I'm going to blend this out and see if I feel like I want to add a second color, because I have been known to do that. Just playing with a bunch of stuff. So there we go. It's so funny how like you put it on and then it just starts to like bloom and it's good stuff. Okay. I am going to add a little dibby dab of Ember. Because Ember is like one of those colors that I love right by my eye, just to brighten. There's just like a freshness that I can get in this area. I don't like to go past my pupil, you guys know that. Let's curl the lashes, because I didn't do that yet. We are using, I love the way I pick this. I reach in and grab the rough or the Surratt every time. This is the Surratt. I just know you guys have things you have not pulled out since before the holidays. And we all get excited about the holidays. We wear that makeup for a while. And all of a sudden, the spring stuff comes, but we're still in the season, winter. I think we would all love for it to be spring, but even though we've had a very mild winter, it is winter here. Okay, I'm sorry, but the only mascara I feel like using right now is Vast Lash. I'm sorry if you're getting tired of it. You need caffeine today. I had a hard time like getting stuff done today. I started doing laundry. I don't know if you guys have ever done this before. I started doing laundry. Came up here to start filming. Our dog was at doggy daycare today because we like him to have play dates. The place is called like, I don't know, Wiggly something, and we call it his wiggle worms playing. And they have these awesome cameras so you can watch your dog. So meanwhile, the whole point of having the dog out of the house is for him to socialize, and, you know, sometimes we're not going to be home during the day and we want him to have a good day. So my husband watches the dog. Like, I'll walk into his office because he works from home, and I'll come around and I'll, you know, hand him something or tell him something, and I'll look at his screen, and there's wiggle worms right there. I'm like, how long you been watching that, hon? Getting stuff done today? Oh yeah, I got a lot of stuff done early today. Oh, okay. You gonna pick up the dog? Oh, he's having a really good time. Look. I mean, the camera situation there was like yucky at the beginning. You couldn't really see it a lot. And then it was like really good. And I think they had to take some of the cameras and take them down for maybe for the winter because we have less views right now. But there are other golden retrievers that are there, but you can spot your own dog like anytime. Our little fuzzball was playing with these border collies today. So cute. So yeah, we watch online our dog at daycare at his play date. That's my phytosurgeons. Okay, I want to show you some lips. Now, the first, I think these are just the only ones that I might show today. I want to start out with these because they actually are different from anything that I have owned before. Many of you have probably heard of Isamaya. She is a makeup artist. She works with Guerlain, and she has her own brand. And she came out with a set of lips, all different kinds, balms and lipsticks and glossy things. And the only case that you can get is a piece of the male anatomy. And it's not like low-key. It is major key. Like, it is just, it is bachelorette party or present, you know, for somebody, this is whatever, but like taking it out in public and using it as a woman my age is just not my thing. But I really like the way her makeup looks. So they came out with these refills, and I was like, done. I'm ordering some of these glosses that she came out with. So I order them, and there is a small one on here. I'm not going to show it, but I just want to give you the heads up that even the refill. And the only bad thing is like I have to turn it this way and become like the bionic woman, like with my eyes to see what the heck color it is. Okay, this is called Follower. Wait till you see how gorgeous she made a lip balm. And when I say lip balm, I mean lip balm. This is such a fun, really like this one. This is such a fun brown. I love the fact that it's got a little bit of shine, and they all have, I'm going to get you as close as I can, a little bit of pearl. Let's see if we can like really shine this on me. You see? But it's just a great color, like all together. Okay. Let's try that again. So this is the shade Follower. And it's just like a very modern, kind of brown, easy to wear gloss. That was the first one. I just wanted to FYI about the case that it comes in so that you're not like horrified when you go on the website, or maybe you're not, like maybe that's your thing. And I'm good with other people having that be their thing. It's just not going to be me. Okay, so I think this is the one I used. This is going to drive me bonkers. Okay, this is Follower. I'm going to need to like mark these with a Sharpie or something. Maybe I'll do them on top of the small picture that she put on. Okay, this one has a lot of radiance to it, a lot of pearl in it. It is called Pantomime. And as you can see, this one has a lot of like a pink glitter. Now you don't have to wear these alone. You can wear them over things like just in the center, but I'm just trying to give you a view. This one is going to be really fun for the summer, and I would love it over like a pink lip, like just in the middle to give it some dimension. Probably not one that I'm going to wear alone. Okay, the next one is called Mortal. This one is gorgeous too. I want more of these. She had 20 off and I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy a few. I'm going to buy a few more. They feel like a very luxurious lip balm that feels like it's on, you know, not just like it's over it. It feels like it's like on my lips. This one is like just a really pretty kind of like nudie color. So this is Follower, and it's just a really pretty kind of rosy hue. I really like this one. They're all really beautiful. Just some of them I feel like are freestanding for me, and some of them are like embellishments. But you could literally sleep in one of these, like if you didn't care if it got everywhere on your sheets, I guess. I think that your lips would feel like you had like a treatment on them. All right, which one is this? Getting older sucks with the seeing. Okay, this one's called Thorns. This is the one I think that she named. Let's put it on. I think this is her like take on Better Than Nude. So this is a muted dusty rose. Beautiful. Why am I have one in my... Okay, so those were the ones that I had originally purchased. And what I really wanted at the beginning was to try her black sheer lip gloss. I'm not going to turn into some kind of a gothic freak. I just want to tell you that like up front. So I wanted to try this black lip balm because basically what it does on top of lips, if like you've ever seen like the really viral color from Clinique called Black Honey, it's similar, but this doesn't have that like Givenchy rose color that it turns. What it does give me is just a cooler toned pout. And if you, no, don't look at all my warm makeup that I just put on. So great with these remotes. And just look at the lips. The black is so sheer and so, I love wearing it alone. I think it's super, super pretty. It's not like wearing like a crazy witchy poo black lipstick or anything like that. And it feels amazing. And you could do like a smoky eye, kind of maybe use some gray colors, some really cool tones, and this just cools off the whole look. So that's a fun one for me. And then she also does like a clear, except it's not clear because it's Isamaya. It is an iridescent in that like purpley way, lavender, and it just catches the light. This is another one that can go on top of a lipstick to like really transform it. So those are some favorite lippies that I have that are here right now. There are so many lips coming. You don't have to settle for something. Let me turn this down. You don't have to settle for something that you don't love. Like, let me just show you, like, for instance. Oh my God. You know what? I need to show you that I bought my first Charlotte Tilbury items that I've bought in eons. And this is going against my whole video right now. Let me show you anyway. This is called, I think it has the same name. It's like 90s pink. All right. So let's do the liner. It feels like a typical Charlotte liner with the kind of waxy feel. And I kind of like getting away from always having to contour the lips. This I just dot on. Her lipsticks are very thick and heavy, I think this is the word. Like, you can get full pigment on your first try. I like this as a stain. I just think it's beautiful. I just think like, wow, this is just a pretty color that's gonna like come into spring and be a pretty color. So that is 90s. You might want to move on these as you can because they were cleaned out at the Sephora that I went to. I got lucky because they opened up a drawer and there was one. But like these glosses, this is the only thing that's going to bother me about not having the case. Yeah. Okay. So this is like a bronzy pink in it. I just go right here. Right here. I can turn this from just a regular satiny color to having glitter and have it be like shape shifting. I'm not digging this up with this outfit, with this makeup, but how pretty, right? My whole point of this was not to like show you all these lipsticks. In fact, I'm going to force myself to wear something that I already own. Going back to my Isamayas, because they are here. Is this follower? Yes. Okay. This one I thought fit the mood. It's just an easy one. Oh, you guys, when I tell you that they feel good, it's not me telling you that they feel good. It's like they really feel good. This is the same color as Storm from Natasha Denona. It is just one of those lips that you want to put on. Like you want this on your lips. And I didn't do any eyeliner. Could probably do that to, I'm going to use cinnamon since I was getting so freaking confused from cinnamon the other day. That was so funny. The bronze looked like copper. The copper was the color. And cinnamon was nothing. I mean, it was just funny video. What you can do if you want, since we know that this color, that we already got some of it with the Tom Ford that I already own, I take a teeny little bit of the reddish pigment, it just ties it right into the lip. Always looking for ways to make things more cohesive. I think I'm a little too old to be like avant-garde with like much of anything, but I think this look is really nice. I think we got to look for our liquid highlighters, guys. It's your job tonight. Go through, see what you've got. These are both like almost full. Take a look at your fun, sparkly eyeshadows that you haven't worn in a long time. Pull them out. Put them out. Put some stuff away that you've been using. Think about what you have in your collection before you start freaking out about all the stuff that's online right now. It's one of those times when we all need to like take a step back. We need to take a breath and we need to realize that we cannot buy everything. Prioritize the things that are limited edition over the things that are permanent to the collection. They've already said that when the sale is starting at the beginning of April, that to me, the beginning of April is like 1,000 years from now. Concentrate on the things like keeping your skin hydrated, making sure that all of your skincare needs are taken care of before you go into any of this color stuff, because I will bet you $1,000 that you have 2 lip liners that you love that you haven't used since before the holidays. I bet you have 2 sparkly eyeshadows that you can say the same for. I bet you have more than 2 blushes. I'll bet you have some sparkles somewhere, something fun, a delicious lip that you forgot that you had. Go through and take a look. I mean, these sticks can be used as primers. They can be used as highlighters. They can go on the lips. These are awesome if you own anything even like this. The Gucci Westman ones. All of them. And I have those too. We have to start with where we're at and not with where everybody wants us to be in the advertising world right now. We've got to rein it in. And every time you look at a product they're showing you, prove to yourself that either it's a completely genius product that nobody's ever thought of before, and oh my gosh, I have to have this. Or find something in your drawers something in your drawers that you love and find something that's similar and that you don't have to use. Guys, these lotus powders are like way marked down on like all like the secondary sites because it's from a year ago, Christmas. If you want glowy skin like this, no sparkle, nothing. This is the Lotus Perfect Glow Powder. Grab them because they will be gone forever, and nobody does a glow powder like Chantecaille. So see if you can still grab this. They're also with this set is a highlighter that doesn't really look like a highlighter, but it is a definite highlighter, and I'm going to show you. This is why we all have to keep going back into our collections. I'm knocking this off. This is not a bling highlighter. This is a very soft, like almost, I think I would call it matte and luminescent. It's like a satin finish. And this on like collarbones and stuff, oof. It just gives you a really nice little glow without looking like crazy highlighter woman. Okay, so this is my finished look for this for right now. I want to encourage all of you to just take stock of what you have, of what is in your collection. Like, let's all do this. Let's all find 2 foundations that we haven't pulled out in quite a while. See if you still like them. If you do like them, keep them. If 1 or 2 of them you don't like, but they're not spoiled yet, let's pass those on to a friend. And if they have some stuff, maybe you guys can like trade with each other to see if the other one likes the other stuff. After foundations, look at your concealers. I own about 72 concealers, and then I end up using like 3 of them. Look at your concealers. You probably have concealers that are in a pot, concealers that are in a stick, liquid concealers, concealers with a doe foot, a brush. Pull out 2 that you haven't used in a long time and put that right out in front of you. So then let's start thinking about building the face. I did not use a contour. I'm going to use one of my Victoria Beckham. I really don't want a lot. And I like to keep it pretty far back and up. But I want everybody to pull out 2 of your contour products. They can be creams, they can be powders, it doesn't matter. Something that you use to sculpt with. If you're not a contour person, a bronzer, whatever. Whatever you use to give yourself definition. Pull them out. Okay? After you do that, take a look and see. Start with the primers. Then you're going to do 2 foundations that you haven't worn in a long time, and you're putting them front and center. 2 of your concealers, same thing. And any kind of primers that you have to pull out. It could be a highlighter, it could be a cream stick, it could be anything you want it to be. Do all the underpainting you want, put your foundation on, or you can put your foundation on and then go right over it. It's entirely up to you. Take a look and see if you have 2 blushes. We know the color of the year from Pantone is Fuzzy Peach. I'm expecting to see a lot of peach and coral this summer because it is the color of the year. So everybody should try to take out a couple of blushes that are a little bit different. Maybe one's a berry, maybe one's a coral, maybe one's a peach, maybe one's a light pink. whatever you feel like pulling out. And again, those can be cream blushes or powder blushes. After that, you can look at your highlighters. You can look at the ones that you like to wear over the skin, any luminizing powders that you have that you're not using, pull them out. Mascara, we usually all like go through our mascaras and we feel when they're, not there anymore. So I'm not as worried about that. Brow products are the same. Like, I went back to an old brow product today, and I think my brows look better than they have in a while. So pull out some brow products. Pull out some skin tints from last summer. Like, we don't have to wear like just a shoot ton of makeup. We can wear less. I'm telling you, you can either take your full coverage foundations, mix them with your favorite moisturizer, and create your own skin tint that you know is going to work for you. Make sure that the two formulas are alike in either, probably if one doesn't have silicones, the other one shouldn't have silicones. It's usually the thing I find that makes them ball up the most. Take your concealer and use that as foundation. Like, let's use some stuff that we have. Sparkly fun eyeshadows. Pull out two of them. Maybe you have Hourglass. Maybe you have Victoria Beckham. Maybe you have Phytosurgeons. Pull 2 of them out. And with lips, I'm going to ask you to pull out 4. Because I want you to do 2 of the more glossy kind and 2 of the more, any of them that you want. And let's just all take a very deep breath before the floodgates open. Because I feel like we're at that breaking point moment. I mean, the Tom Fords are out, but the lipsticks are coming. Chanel just did a couple collections. They had Le Beige, then they had the beautiful Nuit palette with the smoke. Then they had their, gigantic spring summer 24. That all is out. Dior, I'm sort of taking a break on. I got burned a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit Dior shy right now of buying some of the new stuff, except for lipsticks. I am going to look to replace some of my lipsticks, which is crazy because that's all that's coming out right now. But there you go. The powder products are a little bit disappointing to me. And since I already have so much eyeshadow, I don't need it. And then as far as like everything else goes, there's certain things we always have to buy. We have to rebuy eyeliners, we have to rebuy lip liners, we have to rebuy brow products, concealers go faster sometimes. We all need good skincare because none of this stuff is going to matter unless we like what we see underneath. My point is, shop your stash. Have a good time. Look through your stuff. You're not going to remember some of it. That's how nuts it is. Like, I kind of like went looking through there and I was like, wow, I forgot all about that. Yeah, because it's sitting in a container, but it's not sitting out on the table. All right, you guys. I am going to take this look right over here. It's going to be a separate video, but I am going to go through the new releases and tell you whether or not I'm buying or not buying them. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you some alternatives if I can think of any or find any or make any connections to what's coming out, to what you may already have in your collections. So let's just take the temperature down a little bit. And I'm not saying don't buy anything or don't shop, because I buy things and shop all the time. But is it totally unique, or does it fill a hole in my collection? Are the two questions I'm constantly trying to ask myself. And if it doesn't, then you should just be able to move on. And then, if you are still thinking about that thing, that one thing, it's like going, you think you're going to buy something and you put it in a cart and you go back and forth about it. And then it sells out and then you're like, oh, I wanted that. Not like that. I don't want you to do that. But maybe give yourself like 24 to 48 hours to really decide if you want something. They put this stuff out and they put a whole FOMO thing out and they, just stay off of TikTok. It's like, I feel like the old lady, but I feel like you get I just feel like you get better reasoning when you know the person as opposed to somebody that's just throwing a hack at you. My hack is shop your stash. That's my hack. Save money and shop your stash. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I really do appreciate it. It is so awesome that I was getting feedback from people like, please do a shop your stash. So I managed to do that. A little bit of the lips that I wanted to like start getting out of the way because there are so many coming. But if you made it this far, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you know that I have uploaded a video, and the thumbs up really do help me. So if you don't mind doing those things, that would be great. I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Mwah. Bye-bye. Thanks.